wonder if they're gonna stop and buy chicken. Of course. Of course they do. Maybe not. Alright. They just don't like the Pacific Coast Highway and Hawthorne Boulevard intersection, so they come on these roads. Maybe they were gonna come for chicken, they just saw me following them. Oh, chicken for you. Alright, so maybe not chicken. Thought we're going back to the station, but obviously not. Obviously, we're not going back to the station. Maybe they have a different call, because they are essential. They're providing essential services. Maybe this is one of them. Remember, they are cutting back. They were supposed to cut back 5% unless people vote for tax hike. If people don't vote for higher taxes, they're gonna have to do 5% cut across the board. Remember, essential services. And these vehicles going without a siren and the lights, at least, those are not essential services. Not at all. Hope we make it together. Is it 4 o'clock? 4 o'clock you're not supposed to turn left here because 4 o'clock you are not allowed. I don't know what reason. Alright, so looks like we're going to the service code. Or maybe they're just gonna go around it and turn on the lights and get away from me. But as you can see, these are essential services. Maybe we're gonna check out the view from Rocket Ship Park. This is a nice affluent neighborhood of Torrance with beautiful views. And maybe they just came this way relaxing. We'll see. Or they just show you, they're gonna show you they can drive, they can go wherever they want to, whenever they want to. I think we're just gonna make a loop here and go down, see the scenery and go back to the station on Kelly Mayer. But these guys are pretty unpredictable. And remember, taxpayers pay for the gas, taxpayer pay for the tires. Those are pretty expensive tires. This truck is not so expensive, I think only $160,000. So the truck is not so expensive. 2 firemen inside, so it's over 500,000 minimum. So no worry, Torrance has money. They spent the taxpayers' dollars, they spent it on flyers. They hired a consulting firm and let everybody know people should vote for more funding. They don't call it tax hikes or whatever. Additional funding for essential services. As you can see, this is essential. Believe it or not, this is essential. Believe it or not. And who's gonna stop that? Who's gonna stop these guys doing whatever they want to? Every candidate for city council gets their money for campaigns from the fire department and the Torrance police department, Firefighters Association, and Torrance Policeman Association. They don't call them unions. No, they call them association. Oh, we're not over yet. It's gonna be a grand tour. This is gonna be the grand tour. And as you can see, they can do this. Chief SERNA makes like 500. Chief SERNA makes like $500,000 plus a year, more than the President of the United States. And he's not gonna stop these guys. They're gonna throw. They need essential funds for essential services. Joyride. People don't know that the lady was waving at them. She doesn't know we're gonna have to pay higher taxes for this. Anyhow, so we are at the edge of Torrance. Maybe we go to the beach. Maybe we go to the beach. They know I'm following them, but they show me and you they can drive wherever they want to. They can do whatever they want to. Remember, they always have the radio with them. If you have a fire, the radio puts out the fire. Remember, we have fire stations. They're gonna remodel fire station number 4. They already hired consultants. And that's gonna be a few penny. That's gonna be a few penny, people. Because they hire firms and contractors who do a very good job, and that if they do a very good job, they have to pay pretty pennies. Essential services. People look at me while I'm telling them essential services. I think they just want you to see our beautiful neighborhood. And it is beautiful. And guess what? That furry doesn't live here. Is there a fire here? Is there any fire? No fire. So this is one of our main street, the beautiful Monte Oro. I look at the views from here. I zoom out. Do you blame them? They come up here for a joyride. Do you blame them? I don't blame them. If they would pay me $350,000 and give me $160,000 vehicle, I would do the same thing, because I would take the radio. I would take the radio with me. Anything happen, I can just go there. Any point. So why do we have a fire station for? I don't know. That beats me. Anyway, this is the most impressive street in Torrance. Look at the ocean views. This is a piece camera, but as you can see, the firefighters risking their life night and day, and they're providing essential services. Now we're not done yet. We're going to the beach. We're going to the beach, people. We're going to the beach. Now either this is a new guy and doesn't know me, or he is doing this deliberately. We're going to the beach. Hopefully it's not gonna be any call to answer, because I wouldn't like to disrupt this tour of Torrance. Oh, did I say that Pat Fury doesn't live here? Not in this neighborhood. He lives in the other part of the town. He's closer to downtown LA. And the refinery. He likes to inhale the fumes from the refinery. Yep. We're gonna go more. So this shows you totally the essential services they provide, because this is it. This is it. Nobody can argue. There is no question about here. We have essential services here. As you can see, the lights on, flashing red lights, and I can hear the sirens clear. Remember, these are heroes. They call the cops. They call the cops if they have any trouble with the neighbors or somebody takes videos of the fire station. They call the cops. They had to be protected. One time, 4 firefighters came to my house in the front, 2 more at the back to the neighbor's house, because the neighbor is a fire captain in LA, and he did not like my things on the wall. And anyway, so after I told them, get the fuck out of my property, they called the cops, and 5 units showed up in my we're gonna turn right here, because after the corner is Palos Verdes. Anyhow, so 5 units front of my house, and additional 3-4 units at the neighbor's house behind me. Anyway, if you guys lucky, we might go to the beach, because you know that's where they go. Anyway, so this is a beautiful area, and beautiful views from here. These people are so rich on the right, I mean on the left. They did not like the telephone poles in their backyard, and then they pull together, and then they gonna pay $2 million to remove those poles from the backyard, and they're gonna have underground utilities. Anyway, I'm just telling you, these people are so rich. I don't know if you would pay into the $2 million in your neighborhood to remove the poles in your backyard, because most of them goes into the backyard. Anyway, so as you can see, essential services are very important, and they don't come cheap. So the gasoline we're burning here It's diesel, so it's cheaper for them. Diesel is a little cheaper. It gives them a better gas mileage. And I hope Chief SERNA can explain it. What was this service all about? No lights, no sirens, no nothing. Nice cruising. I have a feeling they're gonna go to the Alicante Beach parking lot. I have a feeling. Not 100% sure, but that's what I think. Because they like to be celebrated, you know. Everybody waves at them, especially if I'm following them, thanking them for their service. But you know, they also have a 48-hour shift, and imagine they don't sleep for. Now come on, we don't go to the parking lot. Come on now, what happened? Oh no, somebody came through and got a flat tire. I'm gonna have to come back here. Somebody came through the pikes and sorry about this car. Anyway, somebody came out at the wrong entrance. I mean, came out on the entrance instead of the exit, and 4 tires. Usually they poke the 2 front tires and then they look around what happened, and then they go ahead and then they poke the rear tires and then they get out. Unbelievable. Anyway, I was just gonna finish this. I think they're gonna be back there waiting for the because I don't think it's over yet. I think we're gonna go back to Hollywood Riviera, and I can show you more beautiful properties. Because you know, this is what they do for relaxing. This is what they do for relaxing, because they have a 48-hour shift. So why do they have a 48-hour shift? Because basically the base salary is $90,000, $100,000. If they're old-timers, a little bit over $100,000, and that's not enough for a firefighter. So how they make them pay for themselves $300,000, $250,000 overtime. It's very easy, overtime. So instead of working 8-hour shifts, they're working 48-hour shifts. Instead of working 24-hour shifts, they're working 48-hour shifts. Why? Why? The reason, because overtime. So, would you like a brain surgeon or an eye surgeon have a surgery on your eyes if he was up 48 hours? Would you let him do it? But these guys supposed to be up 48 hours. They don't get paid for sleeping. They don't get paid for this joyride here. No. They don't getting paid for this. I think they slept too much in the afternoon. Maybe they had a lunch, they had a nap in the afternoon, and then, you know, they're doing a joyride here. Remember, essential services. I'm following them 15 minutes. Essential services, don't forget to vote. Anyhow, so as you can see, they drive pretty cool, nice and slow, and they stop at every stop sign. Because, you know, they are not on a call. they don't have the lights on, they don't have the sirens on, so they drive like normal people. I think if we are lucky, we're going back to the station. But maybe not. Maybe they have more essential service. More essential services for you. Anyway, so people, don't forget to vote. Torrance people, don't forget to vote on the, it's not a tax measure, it's not a tax hike, it's essential funding. Because they need essential funding for this. And if you like this, this fireman do this, vote for the additional funding and tax hikes. Please do vote for it. Because they deserve it. They deserve every penny of it. Look at that. Do you think these are Republicans? Or Democrats? I think those are Democrats. Because Matucci is a Republican, I think, and Chen too. So people vote for their affiliation of what's the name of that? Republican or Democratic Party membership. Because remember, it makes a big difference if you are a Democrat or a Republican. Look, I think they're going back to the station. See? We went like, I don't know, I should have seen the odometer. I just did not and they're backing up, so they're not just so we had a 24 minute joyride.